now what we would like to do is to click this button and open a web page. So this is kind of the things are getting a little bit dirty right now. So we will start on the blog section. So for now, until now, we've been working on the designer's interface, but on the right side of your screen, you will be seeing a blocks option. So when you click on the blocks, your interface is going to change. So designer and blocks. So you can just switch back and then see what is the difference between them. So when I go to the blocks, so the interface has been changed, and then you will see some built-in features here, and then you will be seeing the same components on your screen too. So you have the button one and the web viewer. So as you can see, like these are the same thing that you are seeing on your component side. Is that clear? So you can always switch back. So designer view, blocks view, designer view, blocks view. Now on the blocks view, what we do is to give some functionality to your application. So for example, if I want to click this button and then choose what's gonna happen on next as a reaction to the button. So I am seeing here the button one. So this is the button that we replaced for the open a web page. And then when I click on the button, I see several options here. For example, here you are seeing this different kinds of features, which seems a little bit complicated at the moment, but if you follow the steps that I'm applying, so it will be more clear, and we will be exploring the other options shortly. So I'm dragging and dropping this option here. So my companion lost connection. So this is the building blocks for the functionality. For example, when button one click, do this. So this is empty at the moment. So what I would like to do, when I click the button one, I would like to web viewer open a web page. So I'll click web viewer and then go to URL. I'll click this one, drag and drop here. So for example, but when button one is clicked, do this action. So this is the call web viewer. So web viewer, remember, this is the web page opening on the mobile device, and go to URL. So this is the URL that we would like to go, but we need to specify which URL we will go. So we need a little bit blocks here. So I am getting these blocks from the text option. So here, build in text option. When I clicked here, so you will see different options here again. So I'll drag this an empty text string and put it here. So this is the overall action that when I would like to click this link. So which URL we would like to go. So for example, we would like to go to the MacPFD website when I click on this. So I'll just copy this URL and then paste it here. So I know this is a little bit complicated, but I'll repeat this again. So don't worry about it if it's not working on your side. So this is basically when I click button one and call an action, and the action is the open the web viewer and go to URL, which is the URL, this one, when I put it as a text. So I'm trying that now on my device, and it opens a web page. So I will quick scan my QR code again. I'll close this project and I'll go back to my application and connect my AI companion. So reset connection, scan QR code. So as you can see right now, the MIT's web page is open. So when I click on this button, and it will automatically opens the MacPFD web page. So this is basically the process that we are doing bottom one, click web viewer, go to this URL. All right. So I'll give you 5 minutes to explore this option, and then I can show you one more time. So for example, I will change. So open or go to MacPFD.ca. So I'll change this labeling, and then I am doing this like from Google. So the home page is Google right now on my application. When I go to the blog section, so I'll delete everything. So everything is deleted. So I go to the click button one. So when I click, the button one, open the web viewer. I'm trying to find, go to URL. And then web viewer will go to this URL here. So this is the MacPFD's website. I'm just copying and pasted here.
Where did you get the red box from?
From text, like built-in text.
Yeah.
When I clicked it, there's an empty string button.
Okay.
So I'm just like dragging and dropping here.
Okay.
So for example, let's delete this one.
Yeah.
Now you need to hear this sound, like click sound, so that you know that they are connected each other, these blocks. And then when I put this here, and you can also go to another website. So for example, let's go to the Merit website. So now it will go to the Merit website.
Okay, but Yusuf, it means that you have to have the web viewer in screen one.
Yeah.
So when you're in screen one, though, in the designer, in order to not have that web page view, would we then hide that? So
yes,
that
you can hide it.
Okay, so
yeah.
So that way, because what I want to do is be able to click the button and then it takes you to the MacPFD website. But right now it's already showing right away. And so the idea would be that you could hide the web browser. Is that correct?
Yeah. So you can set the properties visibility here. So you can uncheck the visible option here.
Okay.
And then once you are on the blocks view, so for example, when you click on the blocks, so what you need to do this web viewer visibility. So you can set the visible here.
So then you'd add it.
So you need to change the actions. So visibility to visible, you need to change it like right now. So you have different options here. So when you click on each component, you are seeing what you can do with this component. So for example, you can go back, you can go forward, and so go home, which means that the URL that you define first. So for example, let's do that. I'll go back to designer view and then make it visible. So our home page is Google. And then we have this button here, and then I'll add another button here. So I'll call this go home. And then when I go back to the blocks view, now we have this different button here. So when I clicked on the button 2, so this is another building block right now. I want you to web viewer go home. So one button is gonna take us to the MacPFD website, and the other button is gonna take us to the initial web page that we set it up here, on this home URL. So this is the two buttons. So when I click on the MacPFD, this goes to the MacPFD website. And when I click on the Go Home, it takes us to the initial web page because we set it up Google as a home page for this web viewer.
Mhm.
And then this is switching back to like go to MacPFD, go home, go to MacPFD, and then we can change back to different web pages. This is basically, I would like to teach you with this, like clicking on a button and then doing some action with it. So this is kind of a response to it. So like two buttons are doing the different functions within the application. So when I say the home page, when we go to like go home, this is the home page that we set up initially. Any question right now so that we can move on to other different stuff? I know the cognitive load is quite high right now, and then I can feel that. All right, so I'll add another screen, another third screen to my application. So I'll go back to here. So what I would like to do is right now to working with the images. I added another screen, and then I would like to appear an image here. So here on the left side, we have user interface for image. And then when you drag here, so we have this image place here. So this is the place. But currently there is no source for the image. So we will need to upload a media here. So from your computer, you can choose any kind of photograph, image file, and then upload it here. So I'll choose something from created for this application. For example, I'll edit a dog image. So here, media library, I have this dog image. When I click on the preview, it will show me the dog. And then here, image section, we need to set it up the properties. So on the property side, it is opening me the list of the images that I have here on media catalog. So when I choose the dog and then click OK, the dog is gonna appear on the screen. And the alignment might be a little bit weird. So you can choose the fill parent, and then also you can just edit up like some pixels or percentages so that it will be seeing more proportionally aligned your screen. So I'll show it to you again. So upload a file, choose the file from your computer. This time I'll choose the cat. And then I have this cat and dog images on my media category. So if you don't have image on your screen as a component, so drag and drop an image here. So image one, image two, I have two of them now. So go to the picture section on the properties and choose the image file that you would like to set it up. And now I have this cat. So on the screen a little bit weird, but yeah, we can adjust it.
And Yusuf, when you choose the pixel width and let's say you say you want to fit it in the width, but you have to leave the other one, the height kind of automatic, or else it won't scale it like the same amount, right?
Yeah, you can always use layout option here again. So if you want to do this like vertical alignment, so vertical scroll arrangement here, and then if you want to put everything in it, so this will appear something on your screen right now. For me, it's the width, fill the parent. So it will, on your device, it will seeing this scrolling option. And then, yeah, a little bit weird because like designing on this designer view and the showing on your mobile device is a little bit different because there are some bugs in the MIT App Inventor.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
this will be there will be some discrepancy between the design
Okay.
and the actual view. Yeah, you need to work on this a little bit so that you can just you can find the best alignment for the pictures, because each picture has different kinds of sizes and different kinds of like the resolution. So this will affect how it will appear on the mobile device. So for example, I will delete one of them. Okay, so now we have this image, and then I'll just remove this alignment so that it will appear more nicely. So what I would like to do is I would like to put a button here. So imagine that this is an Instagram app, and then we have a like button, like with a heart. So I would like to try to establish that kind of view. So I have these options, like I have two button images here. Okay, so and then this one. So I will drag this button here, like as a, so I'll just make this more readable. I'll just align this so that it will see, we can see on the screen. Okay, so we can change the button text like we did for the open a web page, but we can also set up a image file for a button. So as you can see, I put it a button for the image file for the button, and then I delete the text of it. So we have this heart. So what I would like to do, when I click on this heart button, I would like to make it red heart shape so that it will be more visually appealing. So now I will go back to my block screen. And when I click on this button, again, the same thing that I'm dropping this button. When I click this button image, and I would like to change, so I'm still on the button options, and I'm trying to find this image option here. So where is the image? Set image. So I'm dragging and dropping this one. Oops. Here. So I would like to change image to something else. So I am here. So I call it art.png. So look at my file names here. So I make it kind of rememberable. So heart outline and the heart itself. So when I click on the preview, so this is the red heart. And when I click on this preview, this is the outline of the icon. So this is the name of the file. When I go back to the blocks view, when I click on button one and set the button image to heart.png. So I'm basically putting the name of the which file I would like to replace with it. So I'll go back to my App Inventor, and then I will share my screen again with you. Here's my photo, here's my button. So when I tap on the heart shape, so it is replacing with the another image. So this is kind of visually changing the appearance of the button. So this is kind of a cool animation that you can replace with the button with the another image. So you can also do that. This is what we do. When I click on the button one, set the button one image to this file name. So if you have any like longer file name, so it will take you to just copy and paste the file name. Otherwise, it will be just like the small text will be better on this part.